Hello?
Hello. It's been a minute since we've done this, I think.
It has been a minute. We've had a little bit of some technical issues, so that was the problem. But we got everything going. By the way, Trisha is on assignment, so she can't join in us this morning. So naturally, we always bring Caleb.
What's up? Welcome to the club. Does everything work? Can anybody hear me? We good?
Yes, everything's working. Of course it is.
Wouldn't be WNDU without technical difficulties.
Oh, you stop that. That's in general. Okay, we're kind of new at this. We're trying different things, and now we gotcha. We have like a really random show today, and I'm so excited. Are we calling this a show? By the way, I didn't know. Is it a show?
Maybe.
I don't know.
A fireside chat.
Fireside chat. Okay.
And we're talking about fire, what? Halloween, romance.
We have so much going on, but
bunkers.
Yeah. I was in the news business. We try to write things, obviously, that make people want to listen. And so that was my best shot at it. Because I'm like, we are covering so much and none of it goes together, but we're going to try. So let's just get right into it. Andrew, you got to talk to us a little bit about weather.
Yeah, so we've been talking about this for the past several days here. We had an update on 16 Morning News Now this morning of the burn bans that are in effect for 4 Michiana counties right now. We're talking to LaPorte over towards Marshall, Fulton, Kosciuszko. That includes, again, Michigan City, LaPorte, Plymouth, Rochester, Warsaw areas as of right now. And we're likely, unfortunately, going to see this expanding, guys, as we continue with our dry stretch of weather. I want to show you this graphic here that kind of supports, again, why these burn bans are starting to come on out. You're looking at the top 3 feet of soil, and where you're seeing those very dark reds there, that's an indication that the water has pretty much been depleted from the top 3 feet of soil. So that is why, again, we are seeing these burn bans coming into effect due to the reason that, again, wildfires and fires, they can spread very quickly when the ground is this dry. And today marks day number 22 with no rain consecutively, our longest dry spell since 1999. And if you're wondering, okay, well, what's the actual record date here for that? Well, the record, 36 days. Can you imagine 36 days without having any measurable rainfall? That was set back in 1908.
Sounds like Arizona.
Yeah, and this other graphic here, I want to show you as well, Lake Michigan. Check this out. Over the past 30 days, Lake Michigan has dropped 5 inches.
Oh, wow.
That equates to about 4 trillion gallons of water lost. And now the estimate is about every 1 inch of Lake Michigan of water is equivalent to about 800 billion gallons of water. Don't ask me how they came up with that estimate, but nonetheless, that just goes to show you that the evaporation rates due to these sunny, hot days are even impacting the lakes. Good news, though, if you look at where the average line should be still for Lake Michigan water table levels, we're still nearing about that average mark for where the water table should be for the Great Lake during this mid-September month, day, and week. All right, let's take a look at first alert weather.
What?
Here. I don't know what that was. I was trying to transition there. As we head on into Friday.
You're not at air, Andrew. You can be like, hold on one second.
On.
Let me make that up
big
again.
Words, big words.
Big words.
Slow down.
As we head into Friday, though, we are going to watch for maybe a quick little sip of water trying to arrive between around 4 to 8 p.m. as a front moves in. It's really not really technically a front, as we're not going to see our temperatures drop behind it. It's only going to switch our wind from the southwest Friday to the north on Saturday. But it's going to bring at least a little glimmer of hope for maybe 1 or 2 pockets of downpours for 1 or 2 communities. But notice that text there, not everyone will get the rain. And then a little bit better chance could sneak on in here as we head on into early next week, Sunday, Mondays. A little bit stronger cold front arrives. Not going to be a drought buster, but hey, it's at least our first real sign of some raindrops here that we have not seen over the past 3 weeks. And I know a lot of folks looking forward to Notre Dame home football game on Saturday. Plan for a hot game. Lots of sunshine out there. Don't forget the sunscreen. Temperatures near 90 degrees, 70s ahead, though, for the week ahead for the last full week of September. If you want to check out Feature Track, you can go through WNDU.com right now. You can get my latest Feature Track from the morning show.
Okay, first things first, I know this is selfish, but I am a little bit happy that those water levels are lower because a couple of years ago, remember, we were overflowing with water in Lake Michigan. Yeah, we're talking about
record water levels.
It was insane. Honestly, as somebody who has family with property, we were getting annihilated. By the way, our seawalls were getting damaged. So I am happy that things in our beaches back. So.
And I know if you're someone, that has a boat on the river or trying to get through some of those channels.
Yeah.
To get to Lake Michigan, seriously. Those are very low right now. In fact, some dangerously low levels.
Not even that. Here locally, I was driving down Capitol and where the dam is in Mishawaka. It's actually super low over there right now. I'm happy about Notre Dame. Caleb cried the last home game.
I just
That was tough to watch.
we'll get into that, but I just think this graphic's funny because it makes it look like parts of Michigan and Indiana are just on fire.
Well, they feel like they're on. Wait,
what's up
you
with
were
that?
with Clay Fire this morning.
I
What were they
was.
saying about
I
the burn
was.
ban?
Were
you listening?
Yeah, they are discussing a burn ban for potentially St. Joe County.
Okay.
So those talks have started.
What are the requirements in order to put a burn ban into effect?
Just kind of agreements from all the local fire territories. Dryness, I guess. No rain. 22 days of no rain.
What is it? Just the conversations with the surrounding counties.
I'm trying to simplify it. for
Now, a lot of
people.
folks
That
are
was
probably
good.
wondering, okay, if I'm under a burn ban, though, Caleb, can I still grill?
Yeah, Caleb,
Bonfires, are they allowed or are they not
Caleb,
allowed?
what can they and can they not do? You were at the live shot
What
this
rights
morning.
are taken away?
I don't think bonfires are allowed, but I think you can grill out if you want. Just got to be careful of those sparks potential.
Yeah.
If you have cigs and you're throwing them out the window,
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Jinx. Buy me a
Just
Coke.
figure out a different way to.
And of
let
course,
that out.
we always get, every time these burn bans start coming out, guys, we start getting questions from our Michigan members that are
Yeah.
watching us going, hey, what about us? Well, unfortunately, Michigan, they don't do a county by county overall ban like they do down in Indiana. It's up to each really township, if I'm right, Caleb, that does their own burn bans.
I believe so. I think Niles Township has.
If I'm
some.
right, Caleb's the
I
expert.
think so. Andrew's the one.
Well, he
that
was
kept
talking to me
saying
about
that.
this earlier. He was like, hey, they do all these.
He acts like he knows. But in fairness, cities do have restrictions versus counties. So I
do.
believe in South Bend, you can't even be burning anyway. And there are certain dates in St. Joe County that you can be burning.
I don't know.
Right, and that's
Right.
like all year long, too.
I don't
Right,
live in
exactly.
St. Joe County, so I don't know.
But what I thought was interesting, they were talking about, because we know that we're smack dab in the middle of farmers harvesting their crops right now, Andrew. And so
They are
were
harvesting,
talking
yes.
they were talking about the combines and stuff
Yes.
potentially starting fires. So that is going to be interesting. I can't remember the last time I've lived in a burn ban, so this is all
Yeah,
very
so
curious.
regardless if you're not yet in a burn ban or not, or if your city or township is not yet, to just be cautious out there burning anything.
Don't do silly things.
Right, because again, it is really dry out there. Even though we have a few little sprinkles here and there, some raindrops looking likely, it's not going to be much to really discount the drought situation. We need about 4 to 6 inches of rainfall to call it even.
Okay, and just for everybody watching, those places where there's fire, those are not actually on fire. I just want to get that
Fire.
out. That is not happening right now. That's fake.
Also, before we move on, I do want to talk about, you said that we're going to get some rain tomorrow.
Very little. Very isolated.
Tailgating for Saturday is going to look good.
It's going to be hot, so stay hydrated
Can we talk about
properly.
problem.
Properly.
Notre Dame's last home game? I don't know if you guys saw. I'm not just talking about you and Caleb. I mean, you and Andrew.
I started watching them when it started taking a turn. I had better things to do.
I don't know if people in the bleachers saw Caleb cry, but that did happen.
I didn't cry. I didn't shed a tear. I was
You
disappointed.
cried.
I was highly disappointed.
And what else did you do?
Walked out of the stadium,
Yeah?
said some choice words.
Yeah?
But I feel like
Is that
everyone
it?
kind of had like some Marshall vibes again.
I mean, it was. I mean, they lost. They weren't
Yeah.
supposed to lose.
No.
I mean, it's different when you're in year 3 compared to year 1. But
I am kind of happy, though, for Northern.
I'm not.
Because that coach, like, this was the first time they ever beat, like, a top team.
Yeah, they're going to remember this one for a long
Like,
time.
seriously, I am shocked that they did not storm the field. Okay? Like, when Mizzou beat Oklahoma, we were on that field.
Well,
It
yeah,
was
but
like
you
the
guys were
best
home.
day in life.
You guys were home. It's different.
Okay, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
That's
If it would have
true.
been at Northern
That's
Illinois,
true.
it was fine.
Okay, that's fair.
They stormed the field when they actually stormed Notre Dame's bank for $1.4 million in a win. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
We are so off topic, but I do want to continue talking about this really quick because don't you think there should be like a slaughter rule?
What? We talking about pigs or what?
No. Okay, when
slaughter
we would
rule?
play like traveling softball and stuff, like if you're
There's a mercy rule, yeah.
Oh,
Like,
that's-
high schools have that. Not a slaughter. Taking the pig out for the slaughter. No, No, there are like different.
Is that what you call it?
It's like mercy rules. Yeah, there's different rules.
Okay, I need people to chime in right now. Do you say slaughter rule or mercy rules? Because we said slaughter rule.
Mercy rules, dog. That's what we said around here in Michiana growing up.
Isn't it funny that when you get older, you think about things you say and you're like, is that appropriate?
Slaughter rule? Wow, taking those pigs out to the slaughter.
Okay, well, sorry. I
No,
always have
there's
to sit
mercy
on my feet.
rules. I mean, high schools have them. I know. When I was in high school, we had a couple mercy rule games where, like, if you're up by, we were winning, but if you're up by so many that, there's a running clock in, like, the second half.
Yeah, don't you feel like that should have happened for Purdue? Like, it's not fun.
No.
Like, 66-7 is not fun. Like, by the fourth quarter, you're just like, I want to go home.
Well, what didn't make sense for Purdue is they were, the entire game, they kept their starters, and usually you take those guys out, put somebody new in. Purdue never did that, so, I don't know.
Those stands, though, they were looking quite empty, though, at Purdue. And they're in that fourth quarter.
Well, yeah, usually if you're a college kid, you go to a game, you're losing by halftime.
You go drink.
Yeah.
Yep.
Order the pizza.
Party's got to continue somewhere.
Yeah.
And always drink responsibly, by the way. Okay, moving on to this.
Have water in
Ooh, check that out. That's a sight.
You guys, that's me. I know you can't tell, but that's me. Well, I know. As Caleb says on a Sunday morning, that is actually kind of what I look like, if I'm being honest. And I do go to the grocery store looking like that. So if you've seen me, that's what I look like. You guys, my dream got fulfilled going to Niles Scream Park. I was there Friday the 13th. So if you saw this, I was called a man too, by the way. I scared you. I was there. I was learning how to scare. Caleb was with me. I drag him to everything, even off hours. So Caleb, I appreciate you. But this was so cool. Wasn't it cool?
No, it was fun. It was cool to see it from a different side, going to it, growing up, living around here, and yeah, it was really cool to see it from the different angle. And I think my biggest takeaway from it, was how people just kind of walk past you and have no idea where you really are.
Yeah, 100%.
When I was filming, I was like behind stuff and like they just walk past you and have no idea that you're even there. And I think that's because you're just like so alert to things.
Yeah. No, it was really fun. So huge shout out to Niles Scream Park. Andrew, we went there, and I guess Caleb was there too, to get scared when the season opened. And while I was there, I was like, I want to do this.
Right, I want in.
And Ross over there is amazing. He was like, yes, come on out. And by the way, I learned while I was there, I am the only, this is total bragging moment for me. I'm the only TV personality in Michiana to ever do this, to actually scare people.
They're in their record books now, their history books.
Okay, speaking of that, they do this thing where they give you this little like dog tag, and when you volunteer and scare... Do we? Is it
video,
in?
Maybe.
Oh,
let's see if we have it.
I didn't know if it was there.
Maybe run the video.
Okay, you go in the crypt. This is what they call it, the crypt, and you like.
This is all like behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, nobody, unless you're a volunteer, you see
you
this.
don't get to see this. Yep.
And so you go in, and this is like your hyping spot. Meanwhile, I'm Oh, there I am. Okay. This is so embarrassing. They called me up on stage. It was really sweet of them, but I was embarrassed because I hate like.
So what character were you supposed to be?
I have no idea. They just gave me. And by the way, this is several layers. I didn't just eat a big
meal. Look how
meal.
big that GoPro looks on you.
I know.
Thank God we had the GoPro.
We had the GoPro. You're going to see all that video. I'm telling you this because tomorrow the story is going to run. And so I'm going to take you through all this. It was seriously so much fun. But yeah, they give you like this little dog tag that you get to like hammer. So my name will always be at Niles Scream Park.
Nice.
And we're not done yet. Of course, in order to get all that makeup, look at this.
Yeah, how long did the makeup process
take? I
Didn't
can't reveal everything because this is going to be the story tomorrow. It did not take long, but they are pros. And so I thought she was doing some really nice contouring on my face and making me look really like chiseled and attractive. And that was the exact opposite of what she was doing. And
whiskers.
They do your hands and everything too.
Wow.
They do.
The full process.
The only requirement was to dress in all black and wear comfy shoes. And there I am getting the final touches. And I said, I wear fake hair, so please don't ruin my extensions. And she was nice enough not to. But then wait till you see this. They give you these like special effects for your teeth or whatever, and you swirl it around.
How did that taste?
It tastes like mint. It tastes nice, but you have to spit it out, which then is really weird. I'm like not.
Well, you can spit it out or swallow it.
And I
wouldn't swallow it.
I was not gonna swallow that.
Oh, look at your teeth now. Oh. Go to the dentist.
I am proud to say though that if you have nice teeth, that it slowly comes off quicker, doesn't stick, and mine would not stick. They had to, they had it. So I am very proud of myself. My dentist will be happy that I didn't have really grungy teeth that they had to.
So what took longer, putting the makeup on or getting it off?
Actually, it took like 2 seconds to get off.
Well,
The most of it. That
one right there in the middle on her nose stayed for a while.
Stayed for a while. I went to the supermarket Sunday looking like that. Wow. No, I just used like a little baby wipe, and I was able to get it off pretty well. And it was really fun. In the beginning, I was so nervous. I had no idea what I was doing. And Caleb's like, come on, like scare them, like say something. And I'm like, okay, you be recorded and try to scare.
So you're going to look like that for Halloween, right? On the morning show?
Yeah, I just won't shower or do my hair. Like, it doesn't take long to get here for me. I'm being honest. I don't wake up like this. But yeah, I'm excited. Tomorrow morning, I don't know. Is it going to air tomorrow morning? It's definitely going to air tomorrow night.
I mean, it'll be done.
I guess
it's up to Caleb how fast he works his magic, I guess.
It'll be done.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just had to share that.
It'll be done.
What are we going to next?
Well, we got what? The bunker left in the relationships.
Which one goes?
Well, I feel like bunkers continues the Halloween theme.
You want to do the bunker?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the bunker. Who wants to tell a story about this post-World War II era bunker?
That looks kind of creepy.
Yeah, so let me pull up this story because I kind of forgot the main details. Well, the main details are, listen, this thing's up for auction and you have to buy it. It's in England. And it's going for about like $26,000, which I think is affordable.
It's a steal.
And we were saying maybe convert it to an Airbnb or something like that.
Yes, wouldn't that be cool? So it actually has this like red phone that apparently you'd call for in like major emergencies.
Well, I mean, I guess you'd be safe down there.
Would you?
I don't know.
Unused chemical toilet. I just saw that on there. Wait, I think I can rewind to what's in the air. Hold on. Where was it?
I think it went too far.
It's
right after
this.
Okay, hold on.
Wait for it.
Stand by.
Pause game.
Here we go. All right.
And it's highlighted in yellow already.
Yeah, so if you have to go
It's
potty.
the most important part.
Some interesting original items like that, like, what did it say? Like asbestos.
Oh, blanket, yeah.
Fire blanket.
Yeah.
One of only 1,500 bunkers ever built. I am, you guys, a huge history nerd. I'm going to be honest. I totally geek out with this stuff. So I'd go to visit.
It's for sale right now for $22,000.
Well, it's going on auction, so they think that it probably could go for
even more than that.
I'm down.
I mean, it's cool, but I'd never go there.
But again, and we also we mentioned on the morning show about the painting that was in there with the mushroom cloth.
I didn't see that, but I was also reading.
As soon as we get down here again, you'll see it.
Mind your head and back.
Right there. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you're down here. It's always remember why.
Creepy.
It's Cold War, right? Yeah. This is what.
Imagine how quiet though it probably is down there.
Yeah, I'm good though.
Right. Well, I mean, in fairness, you're in the middle of the country,
right?
So it's going to be quiet either way. Okay, now let's get to the juicy stuff. This is what we're talking about. So apparently, what was it? Can you go to our website?
I'll just go into the website here.
It was National what was the day yesterday?
First Love Day or something?
First Love Day.
Was that it?
Relationship Day.
Question of the day. Here we are. It's National First Love Day. How do you remember your first love? I was excited to have Trisha on here because she married her first love. She did. And then we're in the middle of the break and we go, Andrew.
What about you?
Was your wife your first love?
And then I said yes.
And you married her. Tell the story.
Yeah,
Tell the story.
High school sweethearts. So again, still together. First love for both of us.
Do not skip over.
But for her though, it wasn't her first love. She had a relationship before.
Oh yeah, and that was your friend, right?
Yeah.
You stole her.
Yep, stole her.
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
I was like, this is someone that. Yeah.
So you said you immediately saw her, and you're like, "That's gonna be my wife."
I never saw this person before, and I was like, "Oh, that person's gonna be my wife." That's just what came over me, and then here we are.
And she felt mutually about that?
Years later.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Right away, did she like you, or was it a slow burn?
It was a slow, like, hey, just what even is your name? Like, we never even knew each other. She was a grade above me.
Oh,
she was a junior. I was a sophomore.
That's so cute. But you said that, like, you saw her and you knew that you're going to marry her?
Yeah, something just told me, hey, this is going to be the one.
In high school?
Yep.
See, I did not have that experience at all. I was joking, being like, I think I dated 4 people in middle school.
And that's just middle school. We haven't even got to high school or college yet.
Yeah. I like to, test out the waters, make sure I make the right. I was freaked out about getting married. Like, that was not on the agenda. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't that girl that was like, I'm gonna wear this dress and I'm gonna like. I was
and
just
see,
like,
for me,
whatever.
it wasn't really about getting married right away, anything like that. It was just I don't want to sit here and keep exploring.
You didn't even start.
You're just one and done, dude.
You didn't even start exploring.
Easy in and out.
You're like a basketball player that goes to Duke for like 9 months. You're just like, it's fine. Like, this works. Like, I'm okay with that. Like, I don't want to give any more into it. Like, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I was not. I like to dabble, just explore. But I sit here because my first love, I don't think he'd ever be watching this because he knows who he is. There was just so much drama. Like, I feel like it started off drama and then it was like okay for a little bit. And then you go through like this, you're young, so you think it's funny to play games, and really you're like hurting the other person's heart, and these like scars just stay with you forever. And then I found my husband, and he trapped me, and now we're married. Caleb.
He's still waiting to find true
Caleb's
love.
still waiting to find his little love.
I've never been in love.
He's got some crushes, though.
You do have some crushes? Who are your crushes?
I don't know, maybe celebrities or something, but like I've never been in love, though.
Wait, okay, Caleb, tell me a little bit about... Because now, by the way, this has turned into a dating show. If you want to date Caleb, you send me an email, Christine.Karsten
1-800
at WNDU.com. No, because I want to find Caleb a girlfriend. What's your type?
I mean, I don't.
Don't be embarrassed. We're all friends here.
He'll take what he can get.
Says the guy that took the first girl
Hey,
he
now.
saw, was like, hey, she's going to be the one.
Okay, no, but seriously, Caleb, you've never dated anybody?
I have, but never like love. I've never.
How long
got,
was your longest
that
relationship?
deep. Probably a couple months or so.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy. I don't know.
Better than weeks.
It's never
Days, hours.
Never like worried about it, I guess.
So you're just like, you were that total bro that was like, I love my guys in sports.
Yeah. I
And like when it happens, it happens, yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. I've always been focused on other things and not just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm so young still that I don't like want to settle down. So
Okay.
I've never like put a lot of thought into it.
Did you ever
either.
think it was you that's a problem?
Maybe. I mean, but
Time will tell.
yeah, I mean,
Like, we know you and we can confirm it probably is you. That's the problem.
yeah, I mean, I know what I look like. That's probably
Oh,
a start. But
stop it.
But yeah, no, like I said, I just have never really put much thought or effort into it.
We were talking more about your personality. It has nothing to do with your looks.
I think I have a great personality.
That's the problem.
Man of the people, so. But yeah, no, I just have never put a whole lot of thought into it.
Yeah?
Or, like worried into it. I mean, I got time.
You got time.
I
You're
got
just like
plenty of
doing
time.
your thing.
Yeah, I'm still young. I got a job. Just living
But
my
you
life.
want a girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to probably have.
See, the problem is I know Caleb, and so I'm going to just air all of his dirty laundry right here and be like, stop messing, Caleb. You want a girlfriend. That's fine. Caleb is 24. He lives in Cassopolis.
Lives by a lake.
He has a boat. He has roommates.
I live with my parents still. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, dude. I mean,
I know he always comes in and he comes and greets me and he's got this whole home cooked meal
I
right
know
here
his
every
mom
morning.
makes him lunch every day.
yeah,
Every
great,
day.
I have great parents, a great mother. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Ladies, he's very close with his family. It's very cute. So if that's something you're looking for, I personally met his parents. They're very nice people. There'll be great in-laws. His sister's adorable as well. What else? So we're just missing your type. What are you looking for?
I don't really, I don't know.
A pulse?
Yeah, see what we can get out there.
There you go. If you're single and you're looking to
Hit up Caleb.
hit up Caleb.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be an Andrew where as soon as I see you, I'm like,
Maybe
You
you
never
never
know.
know.
like,
You never
from-
know.
Does that actually happen?
I think
though?
that's
clearly,
cute.
Clearly, it does. But
It
like,
does.
isn't that what people say though? Like when they find who they marry, they like that's the person I'm going to marry.
I didn't have that experience, and Dave knows. Like, honestly, I was in a relationship when I met Dave. Dave was in a relationship when he met me, and we became really good friends. And never once in my life did I think I was going to end up with Dave. In fact, he did not tick the boxes. Like, he is not the type of person I normally go for. And after
There
him,
you
I
go.
was
You got
just
a
like,
lot of work still to do, Dave.
No,
No,
Dave's
no,
great.
no.
Dave's
I
great,
literally
dude.
love Dave, but I'm just saying that like sometimes we get so closed off because we have an idea of who we're looking for that you
Right, you
you
block
don't
out
realize
everything
who's
else.
right in front of you. And so I did, and but even then I didn't know. I felt like I had asked for my parents' permission. I'm like, is that okay if I get married? Even when I got pregnant,
Right.
I'm like, is that okay if I have a baby? I don't know.
And there's a lot of people too that think like, hey, you go back to your first love always too. There's some people that think that.
Good God.
Just
Please
because
no.
you married yours doesn't mean everybody has to fall back to it.
That would be a very weird moment in my life.
A full circle moment.
Wait, so what was it though that you knew? Like,
So what, you were, like,
I'm
15
confused
years
about that
old
too.
and
Well,
Just
yeah,
like-
we had the same class, and she was over on this end. I was over on this end, completely opposite sides of the room, and I just see her out the corner of my eye, and I was like, hey, something just said that. And that was it.
I just cannot imagine being 15 years.
Me neither.
15 years old in high school being like,
Me
I
neither.
was 16.
that's it.
He was 16.
Oh, excuse me.
16.
No, but
Had
that's
my
what.
license.
Want to go the Dairy Queen? No, but that's what I said. I was like, I can't imagine. I was like, did you like? I don't know. I guess we were raised like our focus was like, well, my parents were like, please, Lord, make her be smart enough to go to college. Like that's actually the start
That's
of it.
step one.
They weren't actually sure I was going to make it, nor was I. I'm the third child, so that says it all. But I didn't really think about marriage. I just was like, I got to get a job. I want to like rule the world. Not really, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, like I said, for me, it's like I've never really worried about it. Like I've always told my mom I'm get married when I'm older, so I'm not really worried about that at all. But everybody in my family, though, it's like you got married young, you had kids young. I wanted to not have that happen. So
You're starting to get wrinkles, though. You're getting up there.
I'm 24, man.
Getting
I'll
old.
be 25 in less than a month. I mean,
Yeah,
this is
but
rough.
we got to find you someone now because it takes a couple years to get to know them and make sure that that's the right fit. Because then what if you don't like them and then you have to start all over again? Next thing you know, you're going to be 80 living in your mom's basement still.
It wouldn't be all that bad.
Meanwhile, she's not there anymore.
The house stays in the family. It's good.
Okay. What else are we doing here today? Is that it?
I think that's all we got.
I mean, yeah, Andrew has like half the states in the United States on fire. So
Wait, can we see?
I think I already closed the weather computer. It's done.
wanted to scare people more.
Oh,
Okay.
we'll try again next Thursday. You won't be here though.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to Colorado. I'm out of here. Little Kennedy is going to see her grandma and grandpa. Actually, we
Nice.
call them Nana and Pop Pop. Do you guys have names for your grandparents? Or just grandma and grandpa?
Just
Papa
grandma.
and grandma.
What is it?
Yes. Papa and grandma, I guess.
Yeah, what do you say?
Just grandma.
See, my dad wanted to be called Papa, but I felt that was like weird.
I don't think there's anything wrong with
So I
it.
was like, Pop Pop.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not the guy to ask about this.
All right.
It's just-
Ad scene. Ad scene.